one more line that if the
Again, please, your question.
sir, basically you told us that when the sender sends the message and the receiver sends the acknowledgement message, if the packet is not corrupted and it's received right?
Yes, yes.
So then you added another line that when the packet is extracted, if that is corrupt, the receiver sends negative acknowledgement. So basically, the receiver is sending two acknowledgement, one after receiving the message and
Just be here. Look, the receiver basically sends according to that message. Is that message is correct? If it is correct, not corrupt message, he will send a positive acknowledgement, NAC. Okay? If he received a message and that message was not correct, okay? I mean, it was corrupt message, he will send a NAC, negative acknowledgement. Only one message he will send, not two. The thing is that just we have developed the mechanisms just to show you that. Let me just add, please, the remaining students here. Shihab is coming and going. I don't know what happened to him. Okay, Mariam, I will put you like a host for that. Okay, and so please you
It
can.
was because of internet issue.
Yes, because yeah. So if I put you like a host, so you add if any students wants to join. Okay.
okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now let's continue and let's continue for the lecture. Okay. Then you have again, Mariam. Just please make me as a host just to share the slides. Then I will make you a host again. Right click. Do you hear me, Mariam? Hello? Okay, okay.
I'm making the host right for a
Okay,
second.
that's good, that's good. Okay, now just let me share the slides. And then I'll keep you as a host. Okay. Let me check Mariam. Okay, now you are a host. Okay, let's continue. Do you see the slides?
No, sir.
You did not see anything? Hello? Hello?
So I don't know about this, but I can't see slides.
You cannot see the slides? What about the others?
No, sir, not visible.
Okay, then remove yourself from hosting, Mariam. Just make me a host because I think there
Okay,
is some
sir.
issue.
Not visible, sir, not visible.
Okay, now I will fix it. We'll fix it. Just make me a host. Make me a host.
So I think only host can share slides.
No,
Sir,
They can be
it is.
maximum.
it wasn't like that. I mean, okay. Okay, what about now?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. So now let's continue in this. Let's continue in that. So again, what will happen basically if the acknowledgement itself has been lost or it has been corrupted? This is an issue. So, or if it has been duplicated. I mean, I'm sending my message from source to destination. Now, at the receiver side, which it is the destination, received that message, but that message, unfortunately, it was corrupt. Yeah, it was corrupt. Then the receiver wants to send basically to the transmitter a negative acknowledgement, but unfortunately, he sent to him positive acknowledgement or just acts means we have received a correct message. in this case, he will deceive the receiver and he will deceive himself as well. So, but if he sent, for example, if he received the data and that data was correct information he received, not corrupt data, correct information, and he sent to the transmitter side that I have received a negative, I have received corrupt information, means he sent to him NAC, negative acknowledgement. Then the transmitter just only he will duplicate, he will resend the same data to him. Sending a data again to the receiver side means that duplication are there. So what we'll do normally, just, the receiver will do when he send, okay, if he send, for example, one acknowledgement or the data with the sequence number, then in the bucket, then he will send, for example, his in the second time when he sent, for example, when he received like a corrupt or negative acknowledgement, he will send the data with another sequence number. So the receiver now will understand that. He will realize, oh, I have sent from source, I have received the data, which it was correct, but why the transmitter is sending me again? He will realize that his acknowledgement or his acknowledgement, it was a negative acknowledgement, that it was a mistake in one. So if we go ahead, sender sends one bucket, then waits for receiver. Now let's go for 2.1 RDT. Sender here in this case will try, for example, to send the informations. Hold on, because this receiving, messages. Okay. Now the sender, for example, in this case, trying to send the information, he's basically waiting for the for the upper layer to send informations to him. When he has that data, he will make it definitely in bucket and he will give it a sequence number. Okay, data, sequence, data, and the checksum, correcting that information. And he will send it as a bucket towards the, from, for example, from the previous one, from the states 1 to states number 2. Now, in states number 2, these here now, they will see that as this data which they have received, it was a correct data or not. If it's correct data, they will pass it. They will pass it to the other one, to the next one. So when they send from here to here, if the information now it's correct, they will send it and they will change the call from 0 to 1. Okay, so now the information will be sent. But, and again now here, if they are sending the data and these data of informations was correct, now here the change will be 1 instead of 0. Because now I'm just sending it with, other sequence, 0 or 1, I'm sending it now with 1. So that I can understand that now the message is still incorrect message, which is correct. Now, from this point again, I'm sending it to here, to this point, which from 1, the status will go to 0. This way, when the message is correct, sending a message, cycle, sending the message, and just be sure that my information, it's now has been sent in a correct way. But imagine here, no, this state here sends the informations, and the information which has been received here, it was corrupted. It was corrupted means that a negative acknowledgement should be there. So what we'll do, just it will request it, please go and send again. He will not further process this towards the next one. He will just request the device here, the previous machine, that to please resend the informations. In similar way here, if the message from here, for example, in similar way in this one, if the message now here which has been received, it was corrupt, again, it will be like he will not move anywhere until the retransmissions comes to him. This one again, it will not move to the next step until the transmission occurs again. So 2.1 at the receiver side, for example, what we'll do here in such case, he will, when he received the message and that message was not correct message, he will extract those informations and he will pass it from the state 0 to state number 1. That means done. And then if the message again here now after, for example, when he received that message, again he extracted that message and that message was okay, he will pass it from 1 to 0. But if the message which he received, which it was supposed to be, for example, from a state machine 0, it has been received here, but it was correct, he will send a negative acknowledgement and he will request for please retransmit the message from the transmitter side. So the transmitter side again will try to send the packet again. Now, let's see in such case, for example, and this message here, which it has been received, not correct message, and it was, for example, with the sequence of 0, and it has been sent towards, like, for example, here I'm trying to send my message, for example, from this, from this cycle to this cycle. So here, if the message is correct, totally it will come direct. If it's not, if it's correct, the message correct, for example, or the acknowledgement itself is correct, or the sequence itself is correct, then I will request them please to retransmit the informations again. In similar way, in such case here, I'm sending the message. The message was, for example, is correct, but there is, for example, error in the acknowledgement. In such case, there will be like retransmit please your information again. So
Excuse me,
now
sir.
the correctness can occur either in the transmit and the message bucket itself, or the in acknowledgement, or in the sequence number. It can be also. Now, sender, for example, here, if we can see that, sender will add number of sequences added to the buckets. So 2 sequences, either 0 or 1,
Sir,
will suffice.
excuse me,
Hello?
sir. There are students waiting in lobby. Can you please add them?
Sorry. Okay. No, I'm not the one. Mariam, I think, right? Oh, no, me.
Sir,
Yes.
I'm not the host.
I'm sorry for that.
Sir, you are the only host. You can only add them.
Okay.
You can't make anyone.
Now they are added, I think. Anyone remain? Let me check. Yeah, just let me know, because you know when I just explained, I forgot to make anything.
No problem.
So, must check the look now. Must check if the received acknowledgement is correct or not correct, the positive or negative. I'm sending that, okay, I have received a correct message or correct message. Okay, so twice as many times state must remember whether expected bucket should have a sequence number of zeros and 1. You have to be all the time. I mean, if we have seen that when the message is correct, now we will go to the next state. So in the same way, for the here for the receiver side again, we'll check we'll check if the received bucket is duplicated. If yes, state that indicates whether 0 or 1 is expected. It's okay. But if it is duplicated, he will just, what we have seen and we learned before, he will remove those duplication, or he will discard those messages. So receiver cannot know if the last acknowledgement or either it is positive or negative received okay at the sender side until he continue until he confirm by the sequence numbers of the transmitter side. Now, come for the negative free acknowledgement. We can see that normally this now it's 2.2 RDT. We have studied RDT, RDT.1, RDT.1.2, then 2, and now 2.1, 2.2. So in this case, they said, why should we send 2 types of acknowledgement? One is negative and one is positive. AX and NAX. Simple as that, same functionality as this one, for example, for RD2 2.4 was using acknowledgement Ax only. And instead of Nax, receiver sends Ax for the last bucket received only. Okay, he is sending. I am transmitting. So please, how many buckets I have received? I will send you for the last one. So receiver must explicitly include sequence number of buckets being acknowledged. So the duplicate of Ax at the sender results in same action as Nax. Let's see. I'm sending now my message from this state to this state, and I say that, okay, if the message has been sent and that message was correct, as for example, I'm sending a message and that message was correct, so as a positive acknowledgement, and if it's not, for example, if it's a correct message, I will request him direct. No need to disturb him, for example, again for sending to the transmitter. And if the message is correct, I will just pass it to the other one, to the next state. At the receiver side here, for example, okay, I'm receiving the message, and that message was not correct. Was not correct. It was a correct message. So extracting the information, deliver the informations, and send just the acknowledgement one and checksum. No need to send more than these informations. But if the message is which I'm sending it was a correct message, I will send the bucket again. No need to send negative acknowledgement here. I request him, please send the bucket again. Okay. So by sending the bucket again, that means I am now free of the negative acknowledgement. No need to send the acknowledgement again, because NAC and AX, it might be the errors there, it might be occurs, but when I am clearly explained to him, please send the bucket, as we have seen here. So, means that I have received a correct message. Now, RDT point 3, which is the last topic, inshallah, today. So,
Excuse me,
new
sir.
channel assumptions. Here, for example, underlying channel can also lose buckets, data, or acknowledgements. So, in such case, checksum, sequence numbers, and acknowledgement retransmission will be also helpful, but not quite enough. So how do human handles lost sender to receiver words in conversation? You will request him please to repeat the things. So normally in RDT3, you have to wait for a reasonable amount of time, then you will send the acknowledgement. If
Sir, please,
information,
students. Sir.
you will wait for amount time.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, enough.
Yes, just to complete only this slides only. Okay.
Sir, we are late for namaz.
Oh, mashallah. Okay. Just let me finish
Yes,
this.
sir.
Yes. Let me finish this.
Sir,
because
it's
also
the
we have
holy
to
month
read
of
some things.
Ramadan.
Oh, okay. But still, Azan, it's at 6 something, right?
No, sir. Sir.
Asr time. Okay. You did not pray yet?
No, sir.
No, sir, it's on 5 o'clock, but
Okay.
you have
Just
made
let
us
me finish,
miss to
please,
prayer,
this
okay?
one. We'll finish this and we'll.
Sir, we were praying while you were
Okay.
Sir, attendance कर
giving.
देना आप हम चले जाते हैं आप पढ़ाने.
Okay, we will take the attendance. Yes, we'll take the attendance. Or just someone write the attendance and send it to me as a screenshot. Okay? Okay, I know it's Azan is going on. Okay. Okay. They will open now for me. Okay. So, RDT here, the channel, for example, will wait for a specific time, amount
Excuse
of
me, sir.
time. Otherwise, we'll resend the bucket again. Let's see. Okay, I'm sending informations and I will use start timer. If this one received the informations and that information was not, it was correct information, not correct, and he will pass it, he will just stop that timer. And again, he will restart another timer, and that timer again, he will, if that message was correct, he will send it and he will stop the timer. But if the message sent from here to this one, but he did not receive any data yet, he did not receive any acknowledgement or something like that. So he realized that now the next state, they start their timer. They did not stop it. And in such case, the time became out here. So he will request him, please, to send, he will realize that I have sent a correct message and he will resend the message to the.
Sir, AbdulRahman.
Yes.
Sir, please add students. They are waiting.
3 students. Okay. Okay. Okay, tell them that after 5 minutes we'll take the attendance. Sure, they should be there. Okay. So,
Okay.
in the same way, for this one, if the message, for example, has been sent from here to the other place or to the other side, and that message was correct, so he will just stop the timer and he will not receive basically anything regarding the timer. So when he receives nothing regarding the timer means he will send from source to destination. Let's see. Sending message from source to a receiver. So if this message with 0 bucket, I mean with bucket sequence number 0, he will send a acknowledgement for that. It's okay. This is okay. Done. Then he will send another bucket with bucket number 1. He will receive its acknowledgement. He will send another bucket with 0. He will receive its acknowledgement, and so on. This is normal way. I mean, here it's a normal way. I'm sending a bucket with 0 sequence, with 1 sequence, with 0 sequence, and I'm receiving their acknowledgement in a sequence manner. Then it's okay. And all of them, they are in within a time. Now, in other case here, I'm sending my message, but I did not receive any acknowledgement. And I try in the same time. Okay, I did not receive any acknowledgement of the previous one. And now I'm trying to send also, I received the acknowledgement of the previous one, I mean, I'm sorry. But when I send the next acknowledgement, the message has been, or the bucket has been lost. And the receiver now here, he did not receive any informations regarding that. Okay. Now, again, this one, when he did not receive any informations, and you can imagine that I was sending like bucket number 1, I did not receive any acknowledgement from the receiver side. I will realize that as a transmitter, my bucket has been lost. I will resend it again. When I resend it again, then I will receive acknowledgement. I will send to them, and so on. Now, you can see now, if you take the RDT in action, for example. So, if you are sending a message, receiving its acknowledgement, sending a message, not receiving its acknowledgement, means that you have to wait for some times and then resend the message. This is okay. Second thing, no, I am sending a message. I'm receiving it's okay. I'm sending a message. I'm receiving its acknowledgement, but that acknowledgement, it came very late, after much time, after the time's out. What the transmitter realize here? Oh, he did not receive my data. He will resend the information again. So now it's a duplication. Bucket 1 here and bucket 1 here again. When he sent, now he will receive direct acknowledgement, but this acknowledgement basically, one acknowledgement of this, one acknowledgement of that, and here he will make him a confused one. So, okay, I'm sending, when he received the first acknowledgement, he will send the bucket. But now, see the trick, where is it? This bucket, which it has been sent, he sent also his acknowledgement. Now, when he sent his acknowledgement to the sender side, he said, okay, I am sending 1. I'm receiving 1. Now I'm sending 0 and I'm receiving 1. That means that my message which I have sent it was correct. He resent the message again. So, and this one here, which he received the message of bucket with sequence 0, again it will be here. I mean, it will be burden upon the transmitter that I am receiving the bucket acknowledgement of which one? Of which bucket? I'm receiving this acknowledgement, okay, of this one. 0 for 0. I'm receiving this for this one. But when I'm receiving this bucket here, is this bucket related to this one or to this one or to this one? Now it became like a confused. So in such case, there should be like some, timing, like they said, like stop and wait. For example, if you are sending your information from one place to another, like, in RDT, round trip time, when we have to give it a time, and let's see, for example, like we know that the utilization of the channel here, for example, okay, what do you think? Let me check how much remain in this. Yeah, it's remaining quite lengthy one. Okay, From inshallah next week we will just complete all these. Okay. It's already we are here like since more than 1 hour.
Thank you, sir.
You are welcome. Now I have to take the attendance. Should I take the attendance or you will take it? How many students are present? 38. 38 out of
Almost 50.
almost 50. Huh? Okay, let me just, I'll screen it. I'll screenshot that. Or let me do one thing. Maybe those people who did not join us, they have issues in their mobile and their internet. So I'll make them all present today. Okay. Let's see, computer network. Okay. So our class was at what time? It was at 11? It was
10
supposed,
o'clock, sir.
it was supposed to be at 11, right?
Yes.
Okay. So thank you so much and see you inshallah. If there is a class tomorrow. Tomorrow you have class or no?
No, sir.
No, do you have any classes
Not with you.
tomorrow?
No, not with you, but we have other class.
Okay, but it is physically, I mean you have to be there in physical?
So
No,
not
sir.
sure.
Not sure yet. Okay. Okay then. Okay, see you. Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah